So welcome back guys to another DefineCraft video, and in this video, you know what, we're just gonna be doing, I guess not a lot of progress, but we will definitely show a lot of progress because I have been very busy, ladies and gentlemen. I've been very busy with a lot of projects here and there, but mainly this one right here. Now you might be wondering, well, what on planet Earth is this building right here? What have you done? There's some bamboo on the top, there's some this and that here and there, and what have you actually built here? Well, the answer is a skyscraper, which is obvious, but the second answer is a bamboo farm, because our intention is, well, at least my intention is, I don't know what are the opinions of the other guys, like for example VYDE or ExoPulse, but at least in my world, in my head, I think having a farm in each skyscraper is very helpful because you don't have to individually go somewhere else and just load that one single farm. Which obviously means if we build a few skyscrapers and we have a few farms in them, whatever, or I should say whoever is going to be here in this district or in this area will load the farms. Which obviously is a wonderful thing because right now, at this time of recording, I already have a few farms already done. But as I already also told you, I am really ahead of schedule in terms of building on the server, but I need to start recording more and more videos to actually catch up with all the builds I have built so far. So obviously first thing, I go on the internet and I just search up like certain apartment builds and whatever, and I just like take a little bit of an inspiration as to how my build can look. And then when, you know, obviously I have, it's not going to be exactly by the tutorial or by the picture all the time, so you know, I have to also have measurements here. So on the server itself, for example, this plot is 15 by 15, which also means that this has to be 15 by 15, and if it's 20 by 23 on the picture, then unfortunately I have to slender it down or make it a little bit less, you know, on the length side or on the width side or whatever, until I have a final structure down, which as you can see I have done. So yeah, basically we've just had some concrete and some, I think this is jungle logs, right? And obviously some lanterns lighted up because I had some mob spawning issues here. And yeah, we do not really want a lot of mobs to be hanging around, like this one for example, because it is just gonna lag the server, and we have to like reduce the amount of, you know, mobs that are moving around and entities in general. Obviously with farms and all that, obviously that's gonna, you know, happen obviously because that's just a part of the game. But you know, things that are not necessary, then we will have to eventually remove. So if I just eat right here, and hopefully this llama will fall down right to my sword. Okay, maybe not, maybe if I, how, okay, there we go, killed right there. Perfect. That's another entity down. So yeah, pretty much back to this build. From the outside, it looks kind of cool, I guess, with the white concrete and the jungle logs, but especially the way I tried to figure out the glass, because I do not want that like ugly, you know, ugly like farms being like able like for you to see from outside. I don't really want that. So what I did, I kind of hid it by adding in some as you can see ice here, and it's, by the way, it's packed ice because yeah, if you use just regular ice it will melt if you have any light source anywhere close by. And obviously for the black windows I've used, I think it is just like from the bastions which I've collected. I don't know what's called, like blackstone, I think it's like cobbled blackstone or something, I don't know, but yeah, you get what I've used. Oh, and by the way, the lanterns I got from villagers. I started crafting them, but then I was like, yeah, why would I do that if I just have like a ton of villagers? And yeah, that's what I did. So that is pretty much the exterior of this structure done. If we head inside right now into the interior, we have a nice, I guess, ceiling right here, made out of a whole ton of materials, including some, you know, emerald blocks, some lanterns, some jungle stairs and jungle slabs, and some ice and some glass, and so I think this is a light blue, or I think it's just like maybe blue or cyan. I don't even know what color that is, but yeah, we got some we got like a nice pretty design at the roof, I guess at the ceiling, that's what I should call it. Then some obviously lighting in here, which we don't have to have torch spam everywhere because you know that's not really good. Obviously an ender chest, and this is our official price for our bamboo. I think 3 stacks for 1 diamond is okay. I may eventually do it for like 4 stacks for diamond or 5 stacks for diamond if you know, if there's not a lot of buyers and if I have like a ton of leftovers. And obviously I've added some like crafting tables, some necessary things like, you know, bamboo and all that. So yeah, basically that's that. So if we continue up here with this water elevator and we kind of slot in, here we go. Here is our official collection chamber of the bamboo, because this farm is actually above. And I think that's what we're going to go with for like a lot of skyscrapers and builds we're probably going to put here, is that the first floor should probably, I guess the ground floor, the first floor, whatever you want to call it, should be the reception area, or I guess if not the reception area, at least like the invite area, or like, you know, the buying place if you're like wanting to sell your items, what you produce in your individual skyscraper. And then the second floor will be the collection, or I guess maintenance chamber, which a room, which yeah, I think that's kind of fair. So if other people, I guess, need from the server need to come in here and get like 1 or 2 bamboo because they're short or whatever, surely obviously they can, I'll let them. But you know, if you want to buy like large quantities, then yeah, be sure to go down. And if that runs out, then obviously, you know, you could just come in here and yeah, you could put your diamonds in here as well. Totally acceptable. So far from this farm we have produced a double chest full, a hopper full, and I guess half a chest, I guess half a double chest, sorry, full of, guess, you know, bamboo. But in my opinion, that's not real. Like, see, overall, it's not a lot, but I think it is a lot because we don't need it as much, first of all, and second of all, we actually haven't added a lot of, you know, spawning, which or not spawning, but like placing in of these like bamboo on the grass blocks, you know, so we hadn't had a lot of space efficiency in terms of that. And yes, there is water dripping from here, which means that there is a collection chamber going right into this hopper and then flowing into our collection chamber, which we can obviously access here. And I do hear some zombies, so hopefully, I think there might be some here, but okay. I can hear some, but I'm having trouble locating them. This is lit up here. This is also lit up, and lit up. Okay, well anyways, if we get our trident, and obviously you can read the sign and you can do as it says. But yeah, if we get the trident and we zoom up here, this is basically how it looks, I guess. It's just like a simple plain, you know, oh, bamboo is, you know, growing out here and eventually it's gonna grow up, and you know, if this one or this one grows, it's gonna cause these pistons right here to retract, or I guess you know, go forward and then retract back, and then let the bamboo grow over and over again, therefore giving us more and more bamboo every single time. And just to make the farm look a little bit better, we've also added in some like old lighting, and you know, that's really for like another purpose for like mobs not to spawn here. But yeah, generally it looks pretty good because I mean I could have just added torches here. So yeah, I kind of really focused on that as well. And the drops sometimes get caught on the edges. So like if this one, you know, goes out, then sometimes it can like end up on this part right here. So yeah, I guess it could get caught up. So it's definitely not a loose, efficient farm. But as I said, once again, we don't really need bamboo, so it's gonna be okay either way. So that's pretty much the inside itself. The redstone behind this is just literally some observers, as you can see. So if that observer, if something grows in front of that, it's just gonna cause a redstone signal to activate this observer line, which obviously connects to another redstone line, which obviously pulls these or activates these pistons, which then fire and eventually drop down there. So that's basically the redstone itself. And the top part is, well, we're gonna go to that now. Also, the way I like to do it is literally just go out into this pond right here and then just shoot my way up like this. There we go. Then I'll activate my elytra, get some firework rockets and fume up here, just like so. And if we end up on the top here, we can just land here and look at the farm from up here. So yeah, basically we've just added in some, I guess, cool lanterns, sea lanterns in here, and you know, a little bit of string on top of the bamboo to make it and have a nice effect of this being a very naturalistic build. And I'm just gonna say this right now, that this view from right here, it's just absolutely fabulous. Like the First Canadian place behind us, the office building on the left, oh my goodness, it just amazes me how we've slowly been building skyscrapers, and I guess we've still like built the most skyscrapers here out of all the people. But you know, they've been telling me I should slow down. They have really been telling me, especially VYDE, that I should slow down building these skyscrapers, because in his opinion we're building them very, very fast. And you know what, that's why we're doing this. That's why we are showing you as to how fast we can build these, because there's not a lot of people that know how to do it. So yeah, it's probably like a very cool thing that we are doing, and they're definitely very surprised that we're doing it. But then again, we don't want to build them on a very, very slow pace. So yeah, that's that basically. So that is basically all wrapped up in this episode. This is pretty much all I want to do, just to review this skyscraper, show what we have done. And yeah, I have other projects I need to work on now. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.